Okay. Okay. Sometimes you have to look wherever you go. You can go wherever you want to. That is true. Myself, as myself, I'm going to still do lives, but I got to be more watchful, very, very careful. Because a friend said that you got to watch yourself, and only you can really protect you. When you're old enough, you're a grown man, you women, grown women. You have to sit back and look, and you got to watch. Sometimes you got to watch when you ain't watching. You got to be careful of what's being said. Don't to be quick to jump everywhere you look. Don't be too quick to jump on in people's chats or people's panels. Don't be too quick. You got to watch. Everybody ain't there for you. Some people you have to unsubscribe to, some people you have to block. But you still, and knowing me, I'm gonna still talk on my platform because everybody has options. Everybody have options to do what they feel like they got to do. I have to watch extra careful because some things ain't right. Some things ain't cool. So I had to catch myself. So I had to do a lot of watching. Look at if I look at a live, a lot of times maybe I stay in the weeds. Or I come out, I speak. But just be more watchful. Cause one thing about Big Shoney, when Big Shoney made fun and did what he did, it showed you who rock with you. You already know your enemy in that tripping. But then the ones that close to you, I'm watching them too. Game, they say game, recognize game, watch the one closest to you. And I keep, somebody said that to me, and then somebody texted to me, and somebody keeps saying that. You don't really know the people you knew that's coming up or way back then. You don't know who's who. Just be more watchful. People change. People can be cool with you today and get you tomorrow. Watch the one who you root for the most. Watch the one who you smile at the most. That's why I got to do more watching. Now I can be quiet or I can be loud, but I'm gonna still talk on my panel. Watch the people that come in your chat. Watch the ones that come in your chat. Enemies and friends. Trolls and trollettes. Some people don't get it. Some people talk bad about you and think you just gonna run away. I listened to a lot of lives today. Some was yesterday. It's not good to always give your opinion. Sometimes it is good to give. It's kind of rocky. Until the whole story, until you listen to the whole entire story. Hey, how you doing, 23? Rock with who you want to rock with. But if you rock with my enemy, I didn't think I had any, but I do. So when you rock, well, I mean, you know, but when you rock with my enemy, I'm not gonna distance myself from you. That wouldn't be fair to you. They ain't do nothing to you. You supposed to stay close. If any of y'all come in here disrespecting, just let you know. The shooters are out. They're gonna block you. That's what I mean by shooters. The mods. Just be aware of watching people. Watch how people do you. And you be like, man, I'm hurt. You gonna be hurt a little bit. But don't stay there too long. Revenge is not an option. I'm not doing a revenge. Don't have to. Because sometimes, even Big Shoney didn't realize you talked about me, but I'm just saying, you exposed and didn't realize you exposed who really rock with a person. When you think somebody highly respect, they show their colors. Then you ask yourself, did they do this once before? Yes. So you have to be more watchful. And I'm telling you, watch your surroundings. Remember when we talked about the battle? Like they battled in the Civil War? They was fighting the enemy in front. But the scariest thing is, how did they know where we was coming from? How did they know where we were? Because the man beside you was an enemy, but you didn't know who he was because that person was disguised. When a person go from another chat to another chat, and they got wrenches in almost every chat, and when somebody's saying something, sometimes you have to look. Wait a minute, let me go ahead and read. When you read, you hear a little subliminal. Yeah, you be like, well, that's me, ain't it? People could put videos out to make fun of you. A little subliminal. I see what they see. I understand where they come from. Because a little was shot at me. Not mad. Understand. Somebody said, well, if they don't put my name on it, Eric Brown, they ain't talking about me. Okay. But as soon as they put my name on it, I come and say something. Exactly. You have a right to your comments. That's true. I did say that. Everybody know that. Even when it comes down to elections, people got their opinion. But you know what? You could be a big threat when folks really, really come after you and try to defame your character. because they can do it on the YouTube. They talk tough on the YouTube. They claim they think they got backup because they go to another community and they go to this community, they go to this community, they go to this. Don't realize everybody know about you. Everywhere you go, they talk bad about you. They ain't got nothing good to say about you. But when you go to these communities, you got to be careful because these people know who and what you are. They already said what you did or what you didn't do. And you think you got friends in your real life right now, if you got beat up, where those people on YouTube come help you? You know that now. If everybody was in the YouTube and was in the same room, would you be doing that talking? No, you won't. A lot of folks been talking about, folks been pulling up on them. They talk tough. They insert themselves, they talk tough. As soon as a person leave, then they go do a live. Their feelings are hurt. They try to talk tough, sound like they're intelligent, sound respectful, but they got embarrassed. You listen long enough, you got some that say, I've been trying to follow you, you've been talking all that stuff. I mean, where you at? It's always that. People talk and they get mad. But you get mad at me? Some people get mad at you because you don't call out nobody's name, but they mad at you. People very upset with you. They mad at you. They got to put your name in something because they know Eric Brown. They know you ain't gonna do nothing, Eric Brown. You ain't gonna go and you ain't gonna shoot. You ain't gonna go. But the people that's really going at you, you got to think. One thing I have to say. Some people don't understand what I'm saying. That's fine. I'm not going to expect you to. But one thing you got to understand, really understand, is whoever dog your family out, talk real bad about you and your family, think who was the first ones that did it? Who did you talk to for somebody else way off to know about your... People talk about you. People talk. You other people way over here talk, well, how all them know? Well, because these folks down here said something. You said something to these folks, and then these folks doxed these folks and found out you did this, and then they spreading it all around. So everybody around you, don't trust everybody, not even the ones you know. You just got to sit back and look. You got to pay attention and look. You gotta see what you see, because certain people get into it with somebody, they don't really want you dealing with them. You got to do what you got to do for you. People try to put you in the same category as them. I don't argue with them. People talk about, oh, well, I know, I'm going to unsubscribe to them. I'm going to unsubscribe to them. So somebody named Risa said, I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm not going to stop nobody from unsubscribing. I ain't going to stop nobody from subscribing. A lot of times, like I said, people, they open up their mouth, they say stuff. Hey, that's just the way it is. They open up their mouth, they say stuff, they get mad because you don't call out what? Nobody's name. You don't have to. Because being sued is nothing to joke about. It's nothing to play with. They got a problem with you. Why do they keep watching you? Why do they keep coming back? Because they know the things you saying are true. They won't leave you alone. They won't go away, but that's just the way it is. But the people that really get on them, they subscribe to them. They watch them. And they not gonna tell you they watch. They say, I don't watch them, and go and then turn back around in their live and describe everything that you said. They subscribe everything you just said. That's why I sit back, I listen, and I'll be honest, yeah, I watch my friend and I watch the enemy. I just listen. Because a lot of times you don't catch it. The enemy will tell you what's what. I didn't say that, I didn't say that. Some people just sit there and laugh and they everywhere. Watch. It's gonna be a new feud. It's gonna be another fight. It's gonna be another feud. Mark my word. I ain't gotta say nothing. But I will come out and talk. If I gotta talk on different try to talk on some topics, I will. But for somebody to try to scare you or try to bar you from speaking, just keep right on doing it. And racism is all around the YouTube. The racism is still there too. All you gotta do is listen to that individual talk. All you gotta do is listen to people talk and listen to what they saying. You're gonna see for yourself. You're gonna be like, I didn't know they said it like that. You're gonna find out. Just like the taskmasters did the Hebrew slaves in Exodus. Come on. That's what some of these folks trying to do. They taskmasters. They trying to do the same thing to you. They ain't gonna show up, but they sure gonna do a lot of talking. You ain't gotta bother nobody. You just sit up there and talk. And sometime when you do talk, you ain't gotta be subliminal. You can talk about it, you just talk. And some folks just get convicted and they get mad. And they got a problem with you because of what you said. You can think about somebody and you can say, people, man, these folks smoke too much. They smoke, a lot of these. And next minute, know that person think you talking about, then here come a nut and think you talk, here come a nut. Well, you need to put a name. I don't need to put nothing on it. I don't have to. I just sit back and listen and watch. Some folks pull up, they for real. They for real about when they pull up. Some folks go off. I said, wait a minute, that's serious to pull up then, shoot. Let me stay back off that individual. Some of these people that act like they tough. You'll see it. They did it before in the past. They're doing it again now. They don't think nobody come see them. People come seeing you. They coming to see you. You can laugh at Ed Brown all you want to. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. Somebody coming and see you where you at. And then they come back and talk about it. Oh, well. Let me say this right quick. I've been saying it a lot. I'm going to say it again. Be prepared for your money in the future. With the Bitcoin, a lot of stuff going to be mostly computerized. The things that you have, you ain't going to have them no more. A lot of things is going to flip and change. We know that. Get your bottled water. Get your bottled water, your canned goods, get your candles. Okay? And that goes for me too. Get your stuff because you're going to need them. You never know when these people will start flipping on you. Talking about the welfare. So y'all, you can do it or you don't have to do it. Look at your video on edibles. So if you have to eat something from outside, know what you're eating so you won't be eating nothing poisonous. They say it's strength in numbers, but I also learned one man can stand up against an army. Some messages that you give out, I'm gonna talk about me too, is a little harsh. Make it sound like you're putting folk down. That ain't the case. You hurting folks' feelings. That ain't the case. But I hear people say you grown. You should be able to take it, suck it up. Is it the truth? Just watch. Just sit back and watch. And videos are put up. Wait a minute. That's right. These people are trying to bully you on. Yeah, they do. They try to bully you. That's it. But the sad thing about it, they do it on the YouTube, but real life is important. Some of these folks ain't got a life. YouTube is what it's got. If YouTube decide to go bankrupt and decide to come off the air, we're gonna be some hurt folks around here. They're gonna be hurt, crying, whining. Claim they taking care of somebody. They can't even take care of themselves. And what makes so bad, somebody else talked about them real bad. But they'll come at Eric Brown, they'll say that. But they ain't going out to the person that originally attacked them or their family. They're not gonna attack the individual. They really talk bad about them, really cuss them out, really put up videos good at using that YouTube engine, making fun of. They ain't gonna come at them. They go, let me come at Eric Brown. Just saying. Hey, Quiet, you doing all right? How you doing, Quiet Storm? Everything all right? Well, that's good to get a generator. Some people try to get that generator. It's too high. It's better to get it than not need it in the future. And you ain't got nothing with it. You better. And I tell anybody, get you a stove. Get you that gas stove. What they call it, Coleman's. Get that Coleman gas stove. Or you know how to make fire with sticks and certain items. They show you how to make fire, even with a what they call it, a Brillo pad and some batteries. It's quite a few ways to make some fire. I'm just saying they ain't got that like that, but it's good to know it. It's good to know and learn it so you can be able to take care of yourself. It's good to know your history. Some history can be something else. They said that didn't really happen. It's understandable. Know your history. Know things around you. Know how to use everything that's around you. I was looking at this guy, and I didn't mean to get off the subject. I was looking at this guy. He was what's his name? Beppy Deepy, whatever his name. He said, "Hey man, you want a shake or something or whatever, hot and steam fried rice?" He cooking in prison food. See, he utilized everything that he have. He got to use what he got. He said, busting or disgusting. He doing a good job. Got to know how to survive on your own and not beg every time, begging all the time. Mm, they talk out Jesus. If God is for you, nobody can be against you. Right, that's right. Oh yeah, you know about that too. Oh man, Sparks. Woo, yep. I saw the guy do it. I saw him do it on video. But like I said, yep, that guy did that. He had to. He did that. That's about survival. See, the person that you made fun of is the one with all the equipment and the knowledge and know how to do something. And when they do something, you got to go to them. Hey, can you help me out? I'm sorry about all of it. Can you help me out? Now, he could be low down and say, no, I can't. But he got to show that love and say, okay, I'll help you out. If somebody don't like you, don't want you to talk or don't want to say, stay back off of them. People ask you questions. No, I'm not saying that. When I say something, it's a problem. Just sit back and look. Because they respect the ones that disrespect them. They fear the ones that fear that they fear. The ones that talk bad and really go in, they respect them. They don't respect you. Just saying. They don't. People say, if you need to keep on cooking, I sure am. I already tell y'all know I talk about that sweet potato pie. That is gonna be cooked. I'm gonna try to do that on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do that on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Sure am. Gotta get my pie shells and everything. Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Try to put a little spin on it. You know that. You know, y'all. I just want people to know that. I just want people to realize that. You don't have to accept every card that comes to you. Somebody talk about somebody said this, you can believe it or you don't have to. You just sit there and listen. So my best thing is to just, stay in the chat. Sometimes I stay in the chat room. I speak to somebody. If I go in there and speak and say, hey, chat, that's everybody in there. Even if you speak to somebody and they don't speak back, you speak and just keep it a buck. Sometimes if your speaking irritates somebody, don't do it. Just speak to the whole chat. Hey, so, everybody, and chat. I agree with that. You respect the channel holder. And that's it. You ain't got to say nothing else. Just sit there and listen. Sometimes folks don't come in, they just sit back and listen. And it's a good thing. Some people sit there and listen and they'll write stuff down. Some people take a snapshot, sit there and write it down and then put the date on it. Mm-hmm. You said, man, it ain't that serious. You're right, it ain't that serious. But it is too good to do that. When you listen to somebody chat, if you can, get your pills. I know what y'all saying. If you out of your mind. Maybe, but if I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this YouTube and my whole mind, and I'm making money off this YouTube, sit back, write down what a person said. You can't put the time and date. That's it. So when you do it, you have concrete evidence, and then somebody pull it up, or they know what you're talking about. If you're gonna do the YouTube and make this a business, if you're gonna do the YouTube and you ain't making it a business, we already know. And you gonna be on here and get mad and get to crying and screaming, whether you like it or make fun of somebody, write it down. I watched it on somebody, they write it down. And then put a date on it. You did this, so. And folks say, man, that ain't serious. You're right, it ain't. But this is for the people that's putting their hearts and their whole real life into the YouTube. Or any social media they go to. Because I remember you said this, da. And then what they do, some of them say, okay, write the timestamp. You said da. Then they got the transcript. Just sit back and watch. You're going to see some things. You're going to be like, wow, really? You're going to be amazed. You shouldn't be, because that's how people are. Even your family can turn you in. Even your family can dog you out. Even your family can throw shots. Even your family can throw digs. I didn't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm sitting there listening to a live. I'm in the live. When you're an elderly person and you stick up for a young person knowing they wrong, and they talk about me and my wisdom. But you know, like I said, I do things on my channel, in my channel, not bothering you. But they know you telling the truth. A lot of times they don't want to say nothing. You got to watch out for the elderly. We just pray for our elderly. Show love to our elderly. But sometimes some elderly like to act young. They like to do things the young folks doing. They really do. Just watch them. Folks that get memberships, watch the memberships. If you got them, watch them, and you see things. It makes you want to cry. Oh, yes, it do. Mm-hmm. Right, right. That's understandable there, Quiet Storm. It's just the way things is. I just sit back and listen, and I look, and I like. And some people, everybody rooting for certain people. They just root for them. But what happens when you root for the person you around and they wrong? Do you tell them, excuse me, you wrong, or do you take them in the back and say, hey, look, let me holler at you. You kind of wrong for saying that. But you don't do that. A lot of folks don't do that. They just don't. I don't. I sit there and look. I'm talking about me too, Eric Brown in that too. People you supporting, they wrong, you don't say nothing. Cause sometimes they get highly mad and offended. But they can tell you what's right and wrong about you. How do you act when they tell you right and wrong? Versus how do they act when you tell them right and wrong? And another thing, people, that's right, people do have a right to their opinion. Someone said, you need to keep your opinions to yourself. I said, okay. I said, like I said, I try my best to go to everybody's uh video and I just listen. Some don't that I don't deal with, I just listen. They telling the truth. They just telling it like it is. If somebody right, they telling it like it is. Sometimes you don't say, sometimes you don't respond. Oh man, you telling the truth. That's good. But you gotta watch other folks watching you when you key in somebody's channel, they watching you and they get mad at you. Man, why'd you up there in that chat? La 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 la. That person made a fool out of la la la. And a lot of times they tell the truth. People making a fool out of you. And you go back to their live, keep going to these lives. You see a live, I like that live, that was funny, let me go back. Then when you go back, what happens when you go back? You begin to pick up stuff. Some folks ain't that good. Some folks catch stuff. They won't say nothing, but they don't catch stuff. And then when they get mad with the person they support, then they're gonna bring out everything else. They're gonna talk real bad. They're gonna put some stuff out there like, what? They're gonna talk about personal business. So when they do that and you feel like that happens, sometimes you have to say, okay, that's a problem. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and since that person look like they got a problem with me, just block them and then just keep moving. And can't nobody say, well, he said no, I did not. Sometimes people say it to lie so they can make other folks believe. And folks start believing, they want to come at what? They want to attack you. That's all they want to attack. And I'm like, okay. Some people get mad at me right now and talk about, Eric Brown did, Eric Brown. Even if you quiet and don't say nothing. Eric Brown, I said, okay. Even if you block somebody and just say, okay, we just leave it at that. Eric Brown did this. Oh, shoot. Jeremy Johnson said this. Abdullah Akbar, he went off, he said, Golly, can't say nothing, can't do nothing. You turn around and, like I said, you donate somebody, you feel like they, they really inspire you, because I know I said, don't donate. I said that. Just be careful, because sometimes you could donate to a person and it'll mess their head up. If it looks like it's messing their head up and they're getting beside themselves, you just have to know and tell yourself, well, you need to stop. You need to find your money elsewhere. Sometimes people give you something, and when they give you something, they lie about they gave you some. You know what I'm saying? They lie about they didn't give it to you. Okay, and then people want you to do certain things for them. That's just how it is, y'all. Been like that for a long time. I'm just saying. Sometimes I say things that people don't want to say. I say things that it offends somebody else, and it's not. It doesn't mean to be that way. Because somebody else come back and they put some more strong words to it and really go in. You can just tell a person something in a nice way, and when they get to fussing at you, sometimes it's best just not to say nothing. It's just be quiet and or just leave. Sometimes you're quiet, you sitting there listening, and you thinking at the same time. Because that's what I do. I sit there and listen and think. I was like, If a person would do their own friend or their mama or their brothers or their cousins like that, what do you think they're gonna do to you? All you did is talk your opinion and just being honest about it, and somebody gets mad at you. Now you got to sit back and watch everybody. You got to sit there like, you got to do it. It's a must. Because I still support the places I go. I just sit there and listen. And sometimes, even a young person, I'm telling you, young people can even teach you things. Old people, sometimes it's good to listen to the young folks because they've been through some things we probably never ever heard of because there's a different age bracket, a different time. You can suggest to a young person, but they don't have to do what you said. They very this in this day's age, they very disrespectful. What happened to them? The laws, but they didn't stop my folks. Mm-mm. They get you in where ain't nobody looking. They got me. Parents whooped me. Some of them ain't never experienced a butt whooping. They always said, watch the person next to you. They wasn't lying. You can't get mad because things happen. Just got to keep moving. You got to sit back and watch and learn. You don't know how to do a live. Sometimes you got to sit back and learn and watch. Where did that go wrong at? People love drama because that's their life. Some was not raised by parents. Some of these people wasn't. Some of them had to get out and actually leave the house at the age of 14. They had to get out there in the streets and do what they do. It's like they didn't have a choice. But see, I had parents, grandparents. The butt whoopers I got, woo-wee. Boy, I'll never forget. But I'm just saying, they don't want to hear from you because you're not a thug. You ain't been locked up. They don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from them. I can talk common sense, but I ain't never experienced jail time or none of that stuff. Never did. I had choices. I could have been a drug dealer, wasn't my style. I wasn't finna sit up there and make the money and then have to look over my shoulder. No. Some people got professions. Some people are doctors, lawyers. Some are what? Producers, as they say they are. Some are what? Barbers. Some are what? Farmers. Some are truck drivers. Some are business owners that been through the drugs and everything, save their money and got a legitimate business. If your enemy correct you, it's nothing personal. If your friend correct you for us have nothing personal. Now your enemy try to make fun of you and put you down. But sometimes they can show you other things. They can show you who are really rocking with you and they don't know it. Have not a clue. So let me see. I'm sorry. Let me go to the chat. My bad, my bad. Oh, okay. Here you can do something that still get attractive. What's that? Okay. Nicholas, my best life. I try. You see, never let. Okay, never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Yep, that's true. Yeah, yep. But I ain't about that though. I'm gonna try to do my cooking, but like I said, at the same time, I'm gonna do my talking. I'm gonna still do my talking. I may do like I said, I'm trying to work on when I'm gonna get my other channel up. But yeah, y'all. Just I already got one, silencer, but I want to get another. But yeah, y'all, it just like I said, it's not the bad. It's just want people to watch because now I have to watch. And I used to always say, what was it that I said? Everybody is welcome over to my chat. I have to change that up. Everybody is not welcome. I said, why you say that? Because some people that's negative, they don't like me, they're not welcome. They don't want to be over here. They don't want to socialize with me because I spoke when I spoke. Guess they never was for you. Just sit back. I'm gonna sit back and I gotta do some more watching. Do some more watching. All right. Thanks for coming. Wait a minute. I'm a prophet, but nobody will believe that. Whoa, let me back up here. Oh, okay. Well, that's that. Let me say something about that. No, nobody won't accept it because people look at your life and what you did on YouTube and they judge you. You could, like I said, you could be a preacher on here, and they put high standards on preachers. Oh, he wasn't in. He was preaching, but all the stuff he's doing and saying, I know. But like I said, the ones that say they go to church, the ones that say they do this, ain't you a hypocrite too? Just saying. But that's just how people is. But when God leads you into telling somebody a message, tell the message what God say and leave it alone. Because if you keep doing it, people feel like they're being insulted or put down. They feel like they're being insulted. Now they can't accept it. Like I said, they can't accept it coming from me, but they can accept it coming from somebody that really go off on them. I've seen it. Some of them female man go off on them, talk bad and put them down. They accept it. I said something. Oh, they really go in on me. Yeah, man, you thick face, you this, you that, you that. Oh, okay. Mm. Mm. It's just the way it is. Oh, what's up, Felicia? The one. How you doing? Man, the first time I met Felicia the one, man, I like, man, she is cute. Let me quit. Yeah, Felicia the one, I'm doing fine, doing fine. Thanks for coming over. Okay, I can't sing like my friend, but hey, thank you for showing up. You know, because I always say, Eric, sometimes you know who rock with you. A lot of time people, now that don't mean just because the people are not here, they don't support. But sometimes people be working, they got other things to do. And we ain't here to sit just listen to Eric Brown. And I know some folks say, well, I subscribe, I don't deal with Eric Brown. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Cause when you go, you're gonna find out ain't no human perfect. But it's good to strive to be perfect. Some people have false witnesses. Folks say the wrong thing about you. They hear this because when you on a YouTube, a lot of times, like I said, people can manipulate something. They can. They feel like, oh, if you said this, if you were, and I'm like, for real? No, mm-mm. But it's just that. But like I said, yes, I'm a saint. Yes, I say that to me. Yes, I am. You can say what you want to say. And the thing about it, I never kept saying that. I just taught. You could do something. Let me tell you something, Felicia the one. You could be a mechanic on here. You can fix stuff. You can tell. Matter of fact, you can tell somebody how to fix a car and how to do this. And you didn't never say you was a mechanic. But the way you talk and the parts you hold up, then sit back and say, that person, Felicia the one must be a mechanic. She know all about the starter, all about the intake hole. She know all about that stuff. I don't know that stuff. She know about the transmission, what's wrong with it. Never said she was a mechanic. Even though she is one, just use an example, y'all. Even though she is one, but she just talked about it. Told y'all. Scorpion Mama is in the building. Doing the same thing she been doing, slapping and beating up folks. Now let me quit. Scorpion Mama. Oh, you need to quit. I mean, it let me see who is this. Oh, Felicia, I don't keep up with these Spangolians. What? Like that, I am always lost. Always lost. I've been in and out of the cloud. Yeah, look like sometimes there's a way to be sometimes. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Yeah, people just don't. People shoot. People just getting their feelings. Like they said, you can't get mad. You can't. You don't even know if I was mad or not. Maybe I were. We got people sometimes try to give you opinion, or they try to correct you, but correct them other folks. Sometimes you got to correct them other folks in the chat. They always say, "How can you tell somebody how to keep their house in order when your kids running over, tearing up everything? How can you tell somebody about their family and you can't even keep yours in wrap?" I used to like, whoa, that's deep. I said, yeah, I don't want to deal with that one. I said, no, I don't want to deal with that one. I got to leave, y'all. I used to tell them I got to leave on that note because they can't say nothing. They can't say, well, Eric Brown, he was up. No, I ain't saying nothing. I see it. I watch it. I listen to it. Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Hmm. Felicia one, all you gotta do is stay home and talk to yourself, and somebody hear you and they got a problem with you. They be like, man, because one thing about the truth, it'll slice and dice you and cut you all up. Tell folk when folk go to church and they hear the preacher. Now they not gonna go up in his face and tell him that. Not too many of them. They sit there like, hey, he talking about me. Mm, just the way it is. Now You can motivate a person, say, hey man, you can do it. You can do it. There's some people on YouTube, even though, they got a problem with, but they can hustle. You can watch them and say, oh man, she be hustling. Some folk hustle. Some folk know how to hustle. Some people know how to hustle. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna get off this here. Oh man, been up here in 50. Okay, woo-wee. But y'all take care. Everybody take care. I'm just kind of like, even with normally I used to put up the panel, you know. No, let me chill with that. I got a freeze on that one right there. Yeah, I thought about the gag or whatever. So now, mm-mm. No, you didn't, Mama. Scorpion Mom said every day she's hustling. No, nah. Ooh, wait. No, you didn't. All right, then. For all the rest of the people in there listening, have a good time. Y'all take care, everybody. See you when I see you.